good people? It's So Wig out here, your neighborhood friendly wig reviewer, and today we are talking about probably one of the most natural looking wigs that I have ever received. And this one right here is a thin part wig by Innovative Weaves and Wigs. And so just as a recap, a thin part wig is the upgraded version of a U-part wig. So in the past with the U-part wigs, you'd have to leave out this big chunk of hair, but with the thin part wig, it is innovative. It's coming at us with a way to install it without using so much hair as a leave out. And so that's what I have right here right now. This is the leave out that I have covering just my left side, and it's the same amount of hair left out on my right side, a very thin amount. And so what we're going to be doing today is taking this unit, unboxing it, washing it, conditioning it. I'm going to let it air dry, and then we're going to take my wand curler and we're just going to add as many curls as possible in order to get the look that we have right here right now. This one right here, it is super full and thick, but it's actually only 150% density. And so with kinky hair, you don't need nearly as much hair as you do with other textures. So it's going to be nice to get a little bit less on the density, however, have it just as full and just as nice. When it comes to the thin part wigs, they're super legit because beyond anything else, they're breathable. Guys, if my scalp was to itch, I can get right to it. And I'm literally touching my scalp, even though it looks so full. It's kind of tricky because it is a 100% breathable unit. And I'll show you that a little bit more up close and personal when we unbox it and we're getting ready to wash. So this is the Jada thin part wig in the texture Kinky. This is my thin leave out on the opposite side that I showed you guys. And we are going to install it and blend it. And you are not going to be able to see the top, which doesn't actually include wefts. It actually is created in a way that mimics your natural root. And so it doesn't even need a whole lot of hair left out. But you guys want to see the details. So let's jump on in and I'll be back to install it, and let me know if you have questions. Talk to you soon. And here we are, guys. This is the logo for the Innovative Weaves and Wigs. We are going to open her up. And of course, my favorite thing is the fabulous note letting us know that we're all so great. And then there's also information about the 30-day warranty that comes with the Innovative Weaves and Wigs products. I do appreciate when companies just take out that extra bit of time just to communicate with its customers. But let's look at this wig. This is the Kinky wig. It is 150% density. Looking at the inside, you can see that there are plenty of wefts, yet and still it is solid enough and full enough, but spacey enough so that you can get over to your scalp. The texture really reminds me of what my hair looks like when it's just perfectly blown out after a fresh wash. And then, of course, to secure your wig, you're going to have 5 clips, a couple of combs, and then a band in the back. Before you actually wear your wig, you definitely want to co-wash it. I am using Aussie Total Miracle, and I'm just going to wash through it, and then I'm going to let it sit in condition for a bit before I allow it to hang and air dry. Once it was dry, it was time for the magic. I did take some Beyond the Zone heating protectant, and then I took my curling wand and I just sprayed the hair and then took my wand and began to curl it randomly. I did not do a uniform curl pattern just because I wanted a big fluffy look, not necessarily a perfectly done look. And so here I am just curling the hair. You can see half of it was curled and the other half was not, and you can just see that texture coming together to make this gorgeous wand curl style. All right, guys, so my thin part wig is completely wand curled and oh so ready for her install. Remember, I have 5 clips on this wig that's going to secure it and put it in place. But for my natural hair, I did throw on 2 braids. And so because you want it really nice and flat on top, I did smooth the top of my hair down and started my braid down pretty low. And so we are going to go ahead and get this installed starting on my left side. And so I'm going to throw my unit around, and I'm going to come to my top. And then right at the very top, close to where I'm parted, I am just going to take my wig and I'm going to clip it in. And I've said it on a video before, you want to follow your fingers around and just make sure that it's nice and it's flat as you're clipping down. If you feel the lumps early, it'll save you some frustration from when you're trying to lay it all together. But it feels really nice. And it feels really nice, flat, and ready to go. So I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to pull my unit over to my right side. And I'm going to clip that down over here as well. I did separate my thin leave out with a few flexi rods just because I wanted to try to minimize how much heat I would have to use on my leave out. The good thing is that it's such a thin amount of hair that's being left out. So you don't have to worry about too much of anything because, again, it's the thin part wig. So there's my leave out. It's not popping yet. And so I'm going to do just like I would if I had my hair left out pretty nice and straight. And that is just take my leave out and use either my comb or my brush and begin to smooth it now. Now I do have my nice little soft bristle brush. And so now I'm just gonna go and just brush down that top and make sure that it blends nicely and I don't have any of my thin part natural root looking top exposed. And it really is amazing just how thin of an amount of hair that you can leave out is. Again, this is what's covering my left side. Very thin amount of hair. It's the same amount on each side. So I'll take that and I will brush it in. Make sure it's smooth, nice and flat. I have not put my fingers through my curls yet, so I'll go ahead and do that as well. And I love big hair, so I am hoping as the days go by, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is going to be my look over the next week. I feel like I should be doing some sound effects right now. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, just drop them down below. Remember, this is the Jada Thin Part Wig from Innovative Weaves and Wigs. Go check it out. Use discount code SOWIGGEDOUT. And ooh, bye guys.